Okay, well, I am way past my due date to have been recording another one of these videos. Literally said I was gonna start doing it every week, and it's been 3 weeks since the last one. And honestly, things have just gotten even worse since I've said I've been trying to lock in. Uh, I'm pretty not locked in anymore. But now I need to start locking it again. Um, so let's see. What should we tackle? Actually, I'm gonna make this. Um, this will be my Marty Supreme review, and my experience I had watching Marty Supreme, because it was an insane, thing to happen. I guess. I mean, obviously, it don't sound too crazy, but here's what really happened. So, if you know what a cart is, right? Like a pen, right? A weed pen. I have one, right? And it's pretty not good. Like, it's pretty low quality. It's a pretty shitty cart. Definitely the worst one I've ever had. But I barely just got it before watching the movie, or like a few days before watching the movie, and I brought it with me. And I already, like, I was invited kind of by my friend and his brother, because his brother was going to go with his friends. And I was like, okay, bet. That means I can get geeked if I just ride with them. And then his brother wanted more people to come. And then there wasn't enough seats in the car. But then his brother just drove me and him. And then his brother's friends, they just went their ways, right, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we get to the place, right, and to the movie theater. And I'm like, yo, can you get some shots of me walking in this bit for the next movie that we're going to make, right? Marvin Supreme. I'm not even trolling. Gotta hurry and do it before the hype dies out. Anyway, let's see. Where am I at? But he records some shots, and then we go in, and we get some stuff. And I did not bring anything. I didn't have a bev. I didn't even buy one because I didn't really want to, because them bitch is expensive. And I'm like, whatever, I'll raw dog it. I'll just have a couple sips of my boys, right? Because he'll probably get one. And he did get one. And so we went and sat down, and we were just chilling. And also, I think, earlier that day, I went and saw Anaconda at the same theater with my parents, which is pretty random. But, that happened too. So, but we set all our stuff down, and we go I'm like, yo, I'm about to go to the bathroom. You want to come? So he comes. I go into the stall, pull out the Benjamin, and I take 3 super long hits, right? I go, right? 1, 2, 3. I hit that bit 3 times, right? And I'm already feeling it. Like, I'm already coughing hella. Right? I'm trying not to cough. I'm like, I try to hold my cough, make it seem like I didn't hit it. Cause my boy, he don't really feel too, friendly about that stuff. He's more hostile towards, drugs and everything. But we walk back to then we walk back to our seats, and at this point I'm already a little fried, like I'm already feeling it. And I sit down, and I'm just chilling there, and everything just starts to like spin, and it feels really fucking weird. And I just start like tweaking, and then but then I'm like locked in, right? I'm like, all right, it's time to watch this movie and lock in on this movie, right? And then credits roll, opening sequence, right? And then I could feel like my heart start to like beat, like I can almost feel it like coming out of my chest. It's like boom, 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 and it keeps getting faster in my heart, and like really fast, like boom, 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 out of nowhere. And then I'm like, all right, yo, this is insanity. And so I'm trying to still lock in and watch the movies. I feel like if I just lock in and watch the movie, everything's gonna be okay. And then I genuinely like felt like I was about to just fucking die because I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack and not be able to do anything because I'm too much of a pussy to get up and be like, yo, I'm having a heart attack, so I'm gonna call the cops or call the ambulance because we're in a movie theater, right? Instead, I'm just like, I would just have the fucking heart attack and die. I'd rather just die. And I was thinking, wow, this is a perfect end for me. This is pretty ironic because now I've just been into hella movies. Imagine dying at the movie theater. That's pretty ironic. That's like that's a movie ending right there. That's like the end of Blade Runner 2049 type shit. That's like I don't know, Walter White conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Actually, not. Eh. What I don't know. I don't know. There's probably hella like similar things to that, but like dying in a movie theater, that would be ironic for me. And so I'm literally sitting here thinking I'm gonna die. Like I can almost feel like my heart beating so fast that it's like and it's about to beat so fast that it just like implodes or something and it stops beating. And it's just like and it just bursts. That's what I literally feel like is about to happen. Like I'm clenching my fists and shit in my toes and I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to die. It was a good run, I guess, right? And then I don't die, but instead my fucking throat just starts to like stab me, dude. It like feels like I let out these two nasty ass coughs that like when you cough when you're trying to hold back your cough, so you're like or something like that, right? And walking into the theater, when me and my boy were walking, I literally let out this like fucking noise. I'm not even trolling, and I don't even know how I did it. I didn't mean to, but in the theater, I kept like coughing like every like sort of often. But then I watched the movie, and I think it started at like 10:40 or something. Yeah, I think 10:40, right? So probably really like 10:55 to 11. And I took a screenshot of the time where it actually took me to get sober. And it was 12:52. Was the time that I actually started to like be sober. So a whole ass almost like 2 hours pretty much almost. Probably more like an hour and a half because there's a lot of ads, I guarantee it. But like previews before movies. And so, but for a straight about an hour, I was just dying, like fighting for my life. I took so many sips of my boy's drink, and I was scared that he was gonna get mad at me because I was just stealing all his shit. He's like, "Wow, bro, you just drank all my fucking drink instead of buying one." And so I'm like, "Damn." So I actually gave him money because I was like, "All right, here, have some money for the drink and for getting these shots of me." But the movie was over. I didn't remember a single thing that happened. I still don't remember, and I have it in like my top 5 on Letterboxd. But that's basically my experience. It was a crazy experience. But that is my Marty. That is why my Marty Supreme changed my life, because I thought I was gonna genuinely die. Like I literally was preparing for death. Like I was ready for fucking death, for the Grim Reaper to come fuck me. All right, but now what should we talk about? Bots and society. All right, I guess that's what we'll talk about for this video. The topic, as we're already almost 10 minutes into it, but I'm just still talking. So I guess we can talk about robots and society and how the fuck does the Earth have the capacity to, store humans with complex pasts, memories, and lives, and have entire like history going on. Everything is an interwoven web between humans. If you really like, if there was a book about like what everything that's happening in the world, like it knows everything, I think that it would have just the most like complex, well-written things, because everything does actually interweave, right? Not every human, but I mean most humans are connected in some sort of ways. Like, I don't know, I give a quarter to my grandpa, he pays for something at the store, the quarter goes around the world and, I don't know, lands in the palm of my like future wife or something like that. Ooh, future wife or something like that. But that's kind of what I mean by like connecting like that and shit or whatever. But yeah, I feel like I'm not, it's hard to imagine like an organic world, that's not like a flat earth type shit, you know what I'm saying? Um, where it can actually hold all these humans with, different lives. Because I really don't see it. Because I'll go out and I'll see a fucking old ass dude who looks like he lives in I don't know, a cardboard box. And it's like, it looks like there's nothing going on between his ears. Like, he's not thinking right now. Like, I can't imagine everybody is in their house right now doing a separate thing. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen a picture of like what neighborhoods look like from a map. It's just squares, like grids of just copy and pasted suburban neighborhoods, and like everything like from the view above just looks like a fucking grid, and it's like, what? I'm literally looking at straight robots and society and everything, and talking more about society. I mean, society really can't agree on one thing. Like, I feel like overpopulation is a real big issue. I think the since we're so advanced and we're futuristic right now, we have the entire Earth explored pretty much, not really conquered because of Antarctica and stuff, but we can't really conquer that. I mean, we've got some bases and shit, but I mean, like in general, like we've got access to varieties of futuristic things that we should really not be able to have access to. And it's like the best thing that I feel like for society would just be to restart, like just nuke everything and just boom, restart. Obviously finding a new planet would be the most essential option, but that also requires even more futuristic instruments. And I'm pretty sure I've seen like it's pretty much impossible for us to find another planet and be able to actually live there unless we become like fucking Star Trek ass technologically advanced types humans, type A civilization or whatever the fuck, type 7, I don't know. What are we, type 4 right now or so? I don't know, man. But there's just so many bots in the world. I feel like only a couple of people get blessed with consciousness. Like, if you're close to me, then you've obviously probably got consciousness, because I'm only going to talk to a person that's real. Like, my ex-girlfriend was kind of a bot. It's like, okay, like, she's got experiences and like past experiences. I'll see her at school and I'll be like, wow, she's a bot. But then I dated her, which I was kind of a fucking, I don't know what was going on. The first 6 months of 2025, I really just don't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know what was happening. I forgot it all pretty much. But I kind of broke up with her because she was a bot. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. You're kind of a fucking robot. I can't really be around that. And it was too hard to turn her into damn, I keep getting these voice cracks, bro. A real human. And it's like, what? How are these people even real? Like, how are there so many real people in the world, but there's not actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Everything just kind of seems fake about life. Like, I don't know. I don't understand how life is real. It's a strange, feeling when you feel like life isn't even fucking real itself. But, 2 Sundays later, and we finally got the video being worked on. It's so much easier than I always think, and it's pretty easy just to make a video, get up here and speak. But that's really all I have to say. It's already been 15 minutes. I don't even get how half of that was just my fucking review. So, of Marty Supreme. But that's all I've got, so that's it. I don't know.